The Wallabies have released their team to take on Ireland in their opening game of the Nations Championship. A really strong team selected. I did do a predicted lineup. I did get a few of them right, but I definitely did get a few of them wrong. A lot of selections here that I did not see coming, but that obviously does go to show I didn't really watch that much of the Super Rugby before the playoffs, which from next season that is changing 100%. I will be following the entire Super Rugby, so don't worry about that one. But before we do get into the team, if you do enjoy the content, please don't forget to like and subscribe to help the channel grow. I really do appreciate all the support. I mean, we're nearly at 3,000 subscribers right now. We've not been doing this for a year. We're trying to push for 10,000 by the end of the year because we're going to be covering a lot of rugby, a lot of content right here. They're in my bio for the YouTube. I think it's over there. You can see some of my other socials as well. So if you do enjoy the social media part of rugby or just someone following it and giving their opinions, please don't forget to like and subscribe and go follow those as well. So let's get right into it. We'll go through the team once, then we'll talk about it. Number 1, Angus Bell. Number 2, Josh Nasser. Number 3, Alan Ala-Atoa. Number 4, Jeremy Williams. Number 5, Josh Canham. Number 6, Rob Valentini. Glad to see him there. Number 7, Fraser McWright. Number 8, and captain Harry Wilson. What a loose trio. Number 9, Ryan Lonergan. Number 10, Carter Gordon. Number 11, Dylan Peach. Number 12, Len Iketal. Number 13, Joseph Suali'i. Number 14, Max Jorgensen. Number 15, Jock Campbell. Number 16, Brandon Paenga Amosa. Number 17, James Lipper. Number 18, Tupou. Number 19, Shaw. Number 20, Tom Hooper. Number 21, Tate McDermott. Number 22, Ben Donaldson. And number 23, Tom Wright. So a really strong team selected there. There was a few guys I thought would be in different positions. I thought Slipper would start. I mean, he's retired now, I think 4 times, but I'm glad to see him back. He's a very experienced, a very good player for the Wallabies as well. He's one of those guys you can't go wrong if you select him because he's a really good player. He's been there before. He's done that before. He's honestly played at the top level for a while now, so you can't go wrong there, especially against a very strong Ireland team. I will be doing a preview coming out tomorrow for the game with both teams, kind of seeing who is the best team combined as well. Just going over who I think will win, why I think they might win, and how I think the game might go. That's coming out tomorrow, but just reacting to the team here. So in the front row, I mean, Angus Bell, Josh Nasser, and Alan Ala-Atoa. That definitely is based on form. Alan Ala-Atoa is a really solid scrummager. Angus Bell has been really good for Ulster, and Josh Nasser has had a good season as well. In the locks, Jeremy Williams, he's been really good in Super Rugby. Now, I do think you can clearly see that there are a few guys missing there. Like a Will Skelton would have really added a lot to this forward pack. But Jeremy Williams is no slouch, and Josh Canham is a massive human being as well. So I think they will do a good job. And for me, in my opinion right now, those guys getting as much game time as possible right now in these big games will just help the whole team out before next year's World Cup. Because at the end of the day, yes, they want to win this game. You can see that they want to win this game. But they have a good chance at their home World Cup. To beat Australia and Australia, as hard as it is, but doing it at their home World Cup, if a lot of these players get a bit more experience, will be tough. So I think that definitely is what I'm thinking right now with these selections. Then the loose trio, I mean, a phenomenal loose trio. Rob Valentini moving from number 8 to number 6, just to kind of accommodate to get the best players there. Fraser McWright, an awesome player. He's all over the park. That's going to be very fun. And then number 8, Harry Wilson. So really good loose trio there. And I think Ireland went for Cian Prendergast, Josh van der Fleer, and Jack Conan. So that's going to be a really good matchup right there. Right now, I probably might give the nod to the Wallabies loose trio over the Ireland loose trio. It just looks a little bit different with Ireland not having Byrne there, not having Doris there, but still a phenomenal Ireland loose trio. But this loose trio right here from the Wallabies have been in the top form for the last 1 to 2 seasons now. So I think they're going to be really good. That should be a very fun matchup. Number 9 and number 10, Ryan Lonergan and Carter Gordon. This is where it could either go really right for the Wallabies or extremely wrong. Ryan Lonergan's a good player. I think he's solid. He's very good with his box kicks. He's accurate. If they want to play that way, kind of break them down in the first half, try play the normal kind of test match way where if things aren't going your way, set up a box kick as a set piece basically. Get it perfectly where you need to get it. Put pressure on. Allow them to make mistakes. But I think with Carter Gordon, I haven't really been watching him right now recently. I know he's been good. I know he's been doing pretty well. But I honestly did believe it would be Ben Donaldson at number 10. But to see Carter Gordon there, he has the belief of the coaches. And they still have the backup of Ben Donaldson as well on the bench. And he could come on as a different position as well. But I am excited to see Carter Gordon. But it's kind of like a Sam Prendergast where you can either get something really good or something really bad. So if he pitches up on Saturday and he's really good, the Wallabies have a very good chance of winning this game. But if he pitches up on Saturday and he's just not there yet, I think Ireland might win by a healthy margin. So that being said, he's a very good player. And I think, honestly, the big thing for him this season is just consistency, getting more game time. And just even if you have a bad performance, make sure it's still an above average performance. I think with some of the best players in the world, I mean, if you think of like a Cheslin Colby, or if you think from the All Blacks, like a Will Jordan as well, like a Cam Roigard as well, these, even like a Rob Valentini, even when they don't have their best performance, you never ever say they've had a bad performance. They just have an above average or a good performance always, but then sometimes they have an exceptional performance. So I think if Carter Gordon and the 9s and 10s from the Wallabies, all of them, can just get to that level where they're never having a bad game, they're always just having a good or above average game, a solid game, or a great game, then I think the Wallabies will be in a much better spot, because all the other guys in the backline seem to be on that kind of level right now. So number 11, number 14, we have Dylan Peach and Max Jorgensen. Dylan Peach had a really good season before his injury last year, so I'm very excited to see him. Max Jorgensen, one of my picks to get nominated for World Player of the Year. My other pick was Asafo Amua. I still think he can if he plays a bit more. He is playing off the bench, but he definitely is one to watch as well for the All Blacks. But number 14, Max Jorgensen, what a player. This guy can really tear the entire team open. He will be awesome to watch, and he will be going up against Jamie Osborne, which will be a very fun matchup, especially in the aerial battle. I think Jamie Osborne's a really good decision to play at number 11 to kind of mark a guy like Max Jorgensen, because he is going to be a problem for Ireland on Saturday. Looking at the centres, Len Ikitau and Joseph Suali'i. Nothing much different there. I do think Len Ikitau is probably the key guy there. Suali'i is talked about a lot, but I don't think he's had his best season recently. He needs to pick it up. He does play better for the Wallabies. I just hope he can just get back to that level he did for those first few games he played for the Wallabies, because he's going to need to get back to that, because the Wallabies still have other options as well. They can put Suali'i at fullback, or put him on the bench as a utility, and put Hunter Paisami in somewhere, or play Hunter Paisami from the bench as well, who I think could be a really big asset for this Wallabies team. But that being said, a very solid centre combination going up against Stuart McCloskey and Gary Ringrose, a very settled combination there on the Ireland side. So two settled combinations against each other is always fun to watch. I don't know who I'm going to pick there. I really do like the Wallaby centre pairing, but Stuart McCloskey by himself has been awesome this year, so that's going to be a fun one to watch. Then of course at fullback, Jock Campbell definitely does deserve it after the season he's had. That starting lineup looks strong from the Wallabies. It really does. Those guys have won some big games before. They've beaten the Springboks last year at Ellis Park. They've beaten the British and Irish Lions once. Can they kind of get back to that level right now in their first game and play against an Ireland team that's honestly right now trending up at the right time? So it's going to be a tough game for both sides, but I really cannot wait for it. Looking at the bench, Brendan Paenga-Amosa, James Slipper and Taniela Tupou. A very good bench front row. You've got experience with James Slipper. You've got a guy in Brandon Paenga-Amosa who was really good off the bench last year for the Wallabies. We saw all those comeback wins, all those comeback moments where they almost won as well. He was kind of the heartbeat with that, with the mauls and the lineouts and everything. If you can just kind of replicate that now, even if they have a lead, I think the Wallabies will be in a very good spot. Then of course Taniela Tupou at number 18. Definitely a better position for him to play on the bench. And I think if you have a guy that's experienced, a guy that's explosive, and a guy that's just comfortable in his position off the bench, those guys are going to do really well together and just add a lot of impact in the second half. And just looking at the Ireland bench front row, I think that this front row from the Wallabies might be better than the Ireland bench front row. Of course, no Andrew Porter there as well for Ireland, which makes a big difference, but still, that's a really good bench front row for the Wallabies. Then the other forwards is Shaw and Hooper, two good players. I think I'm really excited to see Tom Hooper come on. He can play lock, but I don't think he will come on as lock. He'll probably come on as a loose forward. He's been really good for Exeter this year, so I fully expect a massive impact from that bench forward pack from the Wallabies. But that being said, Ireland's got a really strong team as well. So, I mean, I will talk about it more in the preview, but this game's really kind of lining up to be an absolute banger. So, I really am excited for this one. The last three players on the bench, Tate McDermott, Ben Donaldson, and Tom Wright. That's just speed. That's electricity right there. Those players can break a game wide open. Tate McDermott's done it before on multiple occasions. Ben Donaldson has done it before. I really do like him as a player. I want him to get more game time. And Tom Wright is back. I'm so excited to see Tom Wright back. I do expect him to probably end the season off as the starting fullback, but I do think he'll be in the squad throughout the entire year. So a really strong bench from the Wallabies. I mean, Amosa, Slipper, Tupou, Hooper, McDermott, Donaldson, and Wright are all awesome players. Shaw could be making his debut, but still, he will add a lot from the bench as well. But that's a really good bench, and I think the Wallabies need a strong bench, because if they get a strong start at home in Australia, the last thing they want to do is give up a healthy lead, or just give up a lead in general. But bringing that bench onto the field, honestly, they could keep a lead and even extend a lead. So it's very good to see that. A lot of the teams nowadays are focusing a lot on how strong their bench is as well. But I'm really excited for this game. A very strong team selected from the Wallabies. Let me know what you think of the team down below in the comments. I cannot wait for this game. It's going to be absolutely awesome. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.